Welcome to Bullets, Pickler Wealth Advisors monthly market update, where each month I will break down the major economic and political activities happening in our world. No frills, no jargon, just the facts. Do you know that the tradition of the White House official ornament began back in 1981 during President Ronald Reagan's administration? Each year, the White House Historical Association designs an ornament to honor a specific president, event, or theme from American history. These ornaments not only celebrate our nation's rich heritage, but also support the preservation of White House art and artifacts for future generations. As we look back to the month of November, you may recall there was an election. Yeah, about 5 weeks ago, President Donald J. Trump was elected in a historic fashion, a very decisive election, much to the surprise of many market forecasters who believed that this election could have been dragged on for many, many weeks. Trump won in decisive fashion, and we're all now seeing the impact of Trump 2.0. The initial market euphoria that we saw right after the election has been tempered over the days that followed with some concerns about interest rate increases and a possibility of resumption of inflation. We did see Trump move very, very quickly, really in contrast to what happened in 2016, as he began identifying very quickly the new members of his cabinet. And we're beginning to see in focus what this president's going to be looking at when he talks about the impact we'll be seeing on trade, on tax, and on border policy. We certainly will continue to watch what's happening with these inflation fears as they may resurface. And we also are concerned about the possible impact on inflation if the president were to impose tariffs on countries like China, Canada, and Mexico. Thirdly, the initial shots across the bow are creating a lot of market uncertainty and concern in various areas of our economy. As we move forward to the month of December, one of the big questions is, will the consumer stay resilient or will this be a blue Christmas? The early indications from the Black Friday sales and others is that the consumer looks strong. We could be looking at a very Merry Christmas for retailers all across our economy. We also be watching for the Fed. The Federal Reserve will be meeting again in December, and the real question is, will they continue the trend of lowering interest rates or will they take a pause? Right now, there's real concern that perhaps if the Fed acts too quickly, they could fan the flames of inflation. But on the other hand, if they don't cut, well, that send another message that the economy maybe is weaker than some people are concerned. As we move forward towards year-end 2025, then we'll be keeping a very close watchful eye on the markets and also what's happening as we begin to move towards that inauguration of Donald J. Trump for that second term. Right now, the outlook looks very positive and it looks like we could be going into another good year in 2025. It's very likely that we will end 2024 with the second consecutive year of more than 20% rate of return. We've never had 3 consecutive years of more than 20% rate of return. But we do think there's a very high probability that we could see a good high single digit or low double digit rate of return again as we go into next year. As we end our show, then we want to close once again with a presidential quote. Going back to the 1920s with Silent Cal, Calvin Coolidge, who once said that Christmas is not a time nor season, but a state of mind. To cherish peace and goodwill, to be plenteous in mercy, is to have the real spirit of Christmas. Calvin Coolidge. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, that Pickler Wealth Advisors is our family delivering solutions for your family. This is our passion. This is our purpose. Together we plan. So until next time, I'm David Pickler, and these are the Market Bullets. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you.